First. See, she's very responsive.
Wait. Come. She's like, make up your mind.
How many times do you want me to wait? Do I wait for a long time or several times? So Spicy is going on her first pack walk in her new neighborhood with her new mommy, Kathy. There we go, good. Of course, Spice, like all of our dogs, has been taught to sit. When Guardian stops walking, dog sits. And of course, we always wait when we're crossing the street. Spice's tail is not tucked. She's obviously a little concerned and nervous, and so is Kathy. So Spice is picking up on that. But she's curious. Her tail's not tucked. Only been waiting since 2010 for this moment for Spice to have her own home. We rescued her from the Mescalero Reservation when she and her sister, both pregnant with 21 puppies between them, were scheduled to be shot because the people on the road didn't want them to have all those puppies. So they called the COs on the reservation and said, "These are vicious dogs, we want them destroyed." So I was doing my radio show up in Ruidoso, and I got a call from a fellow who lived on the reservation, who was married to an Apache gal. He said, "These dogs are going to be destroyed tonight. We need your help. They're not vicious. They're terrified. They come up. I put food for them on my porch where my dog's food is. They play with my dogs. And it would be horrible for them to be destroyed. The children shoot them with BB guns. They kick them. So the dogs are really afraid, but they're not vicious. They're very sweet." So our co-founder, Nancy Berg, and I rescued them. One of my friends, Robbie De Palma, and I trapped them, got them into a van, took them to the vet. Took us 2 days. And the vet didn't think Spice would live because she was so emaciated. But she said, well, if Spice doesn't live, the other dog, her sister Cinnamon, who was in much better shape because she was the bossy older sister who got all the food, she'll probably be able to take care of the puppies, and you can... Spice keeps looking back. And you can bottle feed. So Nancy brought over chicken and rice soup every single day. And luckily, the vet was wrong about them delivering their puppies within 48 hours. It actually took 2 weeks. So we were able to get a lot of nutrition into them. Spicy had a hard time, but she made it. And then her bossy older sister, who had 9 puppies and Spice had 11, would steal all the puppies, and I'd go out to feed them and clean up. And there would be Cinnamon with all the puppies but one. And there would be Spice with one baby. And Cinnamon would say, "Oh no, I'm sure you're mistaken. These are all my puppies." And I'd say, "No, Cinnamon. Yours are all dark colored with one little ginger. And Spicy's are the ones with all the different colors." Eventually, we took down the wall and let them both just take care of the puppies together. And that's how they had done everything. They had protected each other and lived through unimaginable abuse. Spice had been hit with a shovel in her head, on her head, because the fellow and his wife who had allowed them to be born to her dog, didn't want the puppies coming back. And the woman told me when she came to adopt another dog to chain up on the reservation as a security dog, which of course we didn't allow to happen, "Oh, what are those dogs doing here? They're supposed to be dead." Turned out she was the one who had ordered them to be shot. And she was shocked that instead we had gotten them away safely. And she said, "Yeah, well, they kept coming back to see their mom, and we didn't want them on our property. So my husband got a shovel one night, and he hit that one," and she pointed to Spice. "He hit that one in the head, and, well, he was drunk, but he was right. She never came back." And so poor little Spicy's head is tilted a little bit to the side. So Simona's instructing. Kathy is a very experienced dog guardian, and she gave a beautiful home to our dog, Big Larry, named after Larry Glass, one of our wonderful supporters who we lost last year. And now she's adopting our Spicy girl, so we're calling them the Golden Girl. They're both seniors. And Spicy's in very, very good health. Good job! Good potty! Good potty! I still remember the day at my house in Ruidoso when Spice first played with me. It was about 3 months after they'd had their babies. And her sister Cinnamon had a prolapsed uterus, and she was in intensive care at the vet. So it was just me and Spice. And all of a sudden she put a paw out to me and put her butt up in the air just a little, like, "Play with me." I'll never forget that moment. Then we adopted her out, and that's why we opened up Animal Village, was because of Spice. And today she finally has her own home. Oh, that scared her, huh? That truck scared her.
And then I'll see you on Sunday for class at 1. 1 o'clock.
So Spicy's going to be at our canine
So then
class,
if you have any other questions,
and all of our adopters are welcome to come. Just give us a call and make a reservation. We keep the classes small. Sunday at 1 o'clock we're having our class, right, Simona?
we're Sunday at 1.
Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Wash them with a hose, or do you have warm water? Or?
At the village, how do we do it? It depends. If it's a quickie, we do a waterless bath. Sometimes we put them in the shower. Yeah.
Yeah, because she could use a bath, but I think it's asking you a lot to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily do it right away unless it was a nice massagey waterless bath.
Yeah, or just a damp towel. Or
Yeah, a damp towel.
Yeah, there you go.
That's probably a good idea. Just take a damp towel.
It takes some faith and trust to walk up that ramp.
Yes. And I'll go with you. Happily go with you
But you know
when
what?
you do
She
that.
does not seem afraid to me at all. I mean, the way she jumped in my van, which she had never seen before, she just charged right in. It's not an issue for her. That girl is not shy. You are
Well,
not
it depends on who she's with. If the guardian is showing a lot of confidence and assertiveness, then because she's very submissive. Remember, she was raised by a bossy sister. And she was Cinnamon's shadow. She just went wherever Cinnamon went and did whatever Cinnamon did. And so she always looks for guidance.
Whatever became of Cinnamon, by the way?
We found out that she died. We don't know how.
Now, what you can do is, do you have a slicker brush?
Yeah.
So I would give her a good brushing.
One of those things.
Yeah.
And then I
'cause-
have that Zoom
And
brain
then
thing.
take after that, take a wet washcloth or a wet small towel and just walk, because that'll also get her blood flow going. It'll make her feel good.
Well, she's
Relax
in
her.
great shape. One cup
She is.
morning, 1 cup night.
Yep. Yep.
And then just let her know where her water bowl is, so she figures that
I
out.
bleached and scrubbed the water bowl once a year. What time does she eat in the evening?
They're usually between 2 and 3.
Oh,
They feed
that
in the
late,
afternoon.
That early.
Yeah, but she'll adapt to whatever schedule you want.
Yeah, she'll adapt to
That's
her
a shelter
no
schedule.
problem.
That's not an in-home schedule.
Yeah, Harry knew his rights, and it was 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., and that was that.
And she'll get very acclimated to that, yeah. But you golden girls just figure out what works for you from now on.
Great.
Should we go back in the yard and we can finish our paperwork?
Come on.
Simona, if you need to scoot, I know you have to go get your prescription.
Yeah, that'd probably be good because I do want to stop at Henry's. So
I think she's
Okay.
to make sure. That,
Yay.
you know.
Okay. Well, it's not like your first rodeo.
great meeting you and.